How's it going, everybody? Just got back from the Mariners game, and unfortunately, we lost the series to the Los Angeles Dodgers. But that's not what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the positive things that happened in this series, which was the no hitter that was thrown on Friday, with the Mariners using not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but six pitchers to pitch a no hitter, their third no hitter in team history. Um, Kind of got an interesting story in regards to this game because I missed the majority of this game. My brother was graduating from high school, and his graduating ceremony was that night. And so after the ceremony was done, my girlfriend and I, we drove to a bowling alley to meet up with some friends who were visiting from Seattle. And the way the bowling alley was was set up is they randomly they had these huge flat screen televisions or flat or TV screens projected up on the wall above the bowling lanes. So our lane was our lane just happened to be right next to one of these giant screens, and the Mariners game was on, and I saw it was 1-0, and it was the eighth inning. And so we get there, say hi to the friends, got the game on, just kind of glancing at it. And, my friends had just gotten done bowling for an hour, one of those deals where you pay $15-20 an hour or what have you, and you bowl for an hour, and then it expires. So we decided to play one more game. So I went up to, I and a couple of buddies of mine went up to the cashier. I got my shoes. We paid for the game, and then we walked by the bar area, and there were two televisions. They both had the Mariners game on, and the first one was Root Sports, the station that broadcasts Mariners games, and then the other one was ESPN, and the Mariners game was on that television as well. And we all kind of looked at each other and were like, why are the Mariners on ESPN? And I kid you not, we actually thought at first the Dodgers were doing something. And the reason why we thought about this is because the Mariners are rarely on ESPN. And 9 times out of 10 when they are, usually not a good thing. So, excuse me. So I walked into the bar and it said on the screen that the Mariners were attempting at a no-hitter. And at that point, we all were pretty much glued to that giant screen that was in front of our, in front of us, and right next to our bowling lane. And I just shut up. I mean, my girlfriend was asking me, why am I being so antsy? Why won't I tell her anything that happens? And I said, no, I'm not saying anything. And so it was funny because as we were playing our last game, we had the last 2 innings of the game. And the guys, all of the guys, began to bowl including myself, began to bowl just for the sake of bowling and getting done so they could watch the Mariners game. And all the girls, were kind of doing their own thing, yucking it up, eating some dinner, bowling, making fun of the guys, in front of the television screens going, oh my God. And then we saw the no-hitter, and quite an accomplishment. It came out of nowhere. One of the friends that was staying, that was visiting on this side of the mountains, is a Rangers fan, and even he got into it. And it was just, wow, it was pretty special. Since I missed the majority of the game, I can only break down the last 2 innings. I thought that got a little scary. I didn't know that there was a no-hitter going on with runners on base, and until I saw that on ESPN. And so what would have really stunk is if the Dodgers were able to score on without any hits in that 8th inning. And I know everybody probably will look at Brendan Ryan's play at shortstop in the 9th inning to throw out D. Gordon to kind of be like, as a way of closing the door. But I'm really going to give credit to Sean Figgins because you might say, well, wait a minute, he's batting, his throw, his defense is, But in that 8th inning, he caught the second out in that game, and he just, it was a shallow fly. He runs in, he catches it, and he just threw right to the plate, and he threw so quickly. Now, I don't necessarily know if the Dodgers could have scored, and obviously the throw was not, there was no way in heck that if there was a runner coming in, Montero could have gotten him out because he leapt for the ball. But Figgins got that ball in really quickly, so fast to the point the runners really couldn't advance, and that to me really, was the key play, and turned out to be the key play in the 8th inning. As far as the 9th, again, Brendan Ryan, who just comes in as a defensive replacement, takes a ground ball, and from D. Gordon, was able to charge it and throw him out. Very close play. Excuse me. Sorry. If you're a Dodger fan and you're like, he was safe, well, there are some Seattle fans, I'm not one of them, but there are some Seattle fans that say Brendan Ryan's, check swing at the end of Phil Humber's perfect game was not a check swing and, was not a strike. So, it's just one of those things where, if you're the umpire, you're going to call everything close when it comes to those types of games. And as a person who is officiating a little bit, I can definitely understand where the umpire is coming from. You don't want to have it come down to the final play of the game or the final crucial call. So, sorry, Dodger fans, if you are a little bitter about that. Great pitching by Williamson in the 9th. And so we got it. We celebrated at the bowling alley on Friday, and then afterward, after about an hour or so, pretty much everybody had the consensus of the Mariners are going to lose this series, and the reason why is because if you're the Dodgers and you just got no-no'd by one of the lowest teams in the MLB, I mean, how would you feel? But even though the Mariners, unfortunately got crushed in the game 2 and game 3 of the series, I'm really not that upset about it. I mean, when you do something that special against that big opponent, it's only a matter of time when the other team wakes up. And statistically, they were all due for hits. I mean, let's face it. You don't have any hits for 9 innings. Chances are you're going to have a bunch of hits in the next few sets of 9 innings. To go over the game, Mariners won 1-0 on an RBI hit from Kyle Seager, and it was with 2 outs in the 7th inning. Here are the stats. I kind of wish that Kevin Millwood pitched longer into the game. He had to leave for a groin injury, which set up this 6-pitcher no-hitter. But we got to give credit to Millwood to where it's due. 6 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Charlie Furbush, 2/3 of an inning, no hits or runs, 1 strikeout. Steve Pryor, who picked up the win, his first major league win in his career. He pitched 2/3. He pitched a third of an inning, walked 2, struck out 1. He faced 2 batters in the 8th. Lucas Luque had his 4th hold, the 3rd of an inning. Brandon League had his 3rd hold of the season. 2/3 of an inning and 1 strikeout. Tom Williamson picks up his 3rd save. 1 inning, no hits, runs, strikeouts, or walks. Which means that all of the Mariners pitchers came up with this line: 9 innings, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. So I know that the Mariners offense still needs some work. Also, we seem to be Jekyll and Mr. Hyde when it comes to playing at home and on the road. And I also know that we just got drilled in the last 2 games of that series. But with the young team that we have, I'm really hoping that we can look at that game and really build off, well, or build on, I should say, putting together, keep building on putting together a competitive product, and I hope it helps the young players develop. Whether it's you're a hitter or a pitcher, it's something to build on, and I really hope that they can take a look at the positives from that game and use it to their advantage as the season progresses. This team, we'll go over more of it later about their streakiness and the offense and the coaching, and going a little bit more in depth about it. But as far as this weekend goes, they may have lost game 2 and game 3, but congrats on the no-hitter. This is the third no-hitter in Mariner history. It's going to be a hard one to remember, of course, because you're going to have to remember 6 pitchers' names. But this no-hitter joins Randy Johnson's no-hitter. I believe that was against the Tigers in 1990. Chris Bosio pitched a no-hitter in 1993 against the Red Sox for the Mariners. And now you can add Kevin Millwood, Charlie Furbush, Steve Pryor, Lucas Luque, Brandon League, and Tom Williamson against the Los Angeles Dodgers in the year of 2010. So, congrats, Ems. Again, we may have lost the series, but still feel proud. And I think we still should feel proud for this team right now. So that's my reactions to the no-hitter. Go Ems, and let's go take down the Padres. Thanks for watching.